shout out to Wrappin' Ryan, who wraps all our bales when we need them wrapped. It's a pretty neat machine. I'd never actually watched it come off. I thought he was gonna have to pull it off with his truck, but it just pushes itself off, and he was telling me that he's done some retrofitting on his own to control the machine, so you can control it all from a box attached to the machine, but he was able to find a remote that was a fraction of the price of the remotes you would buy for the machine. He bought it off Amazon and was able to get it to, I guess, communicate with the wrapper, and so he can do it from within the skid steer on a remote. So if the wrapper runs out of wrap, before you would have to like run out of the skid steer as fast as he could to turn it off so that he could put a new tube of wrap on it, but you would still get a section of the tube line that was exposed because you just couldn't get there fast enough. But with the remote, he can stop it immediately, has time to get out, change it, and then carry on. So that's pretty neat. Talented guy, and yeah, very thankful for him. Now we have lots of straw stored, more than a year's worth, which was our intent because, well, Eddie will explain that to you at another time.
This video is sponsored by Major Dairy AI Services Limited.
Now I'm gonna go over and, oh, it looks like the kids are done riding with Eddie. He's raking our own straw. That was straw from, well, our neighbor's field and Eddie's brother's field. So now we're working on our own to dry out. I wish I could bottle up a smell and send it to you guys. It is pretty ripe out here. The guys are spreading manure and it's hot and muggy and humid and it's just really gross. So Eddie said they have 3 spreaders going and they're spreading manure on the field across the road where we've traded straw for manure. I'm not sure if the wind is affecting here. But anyway, we have Eddie's youngest brother Brad in with his excavator to dig out the bottom of the manure pit to dig out all the sand. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get back there. Not in the best footwear right now. It looks like they're digging it out from Hart. That's not where they usually agitate it for when they're spreading manure. So let's go check it out. Take it out there. So we're gonna go back and I'm pushing Kylie in the stroller. So there's not much room back there, so one tractor has to wait on this side of the barn until the next one is done loading. But I'm gonna go get a better view of what the excavator is doing from the other ramp going into the manure pit. I couldn't really get closer because it's really, the pit wall is really high up on that side. So I'm gonna go to the other side to see what action I can get over there. I thought maybe they were gonna have to take some of the fencing down to get up and over, but I guess they just built that ramp. I didn't even really take note that that ramp wasn't there before. Eddie didn't tell me that they built that ramp, so I'm not sure when that happened, if that was when our neighbor was here making the yard space bigger, or what. I don't think he just made that this morning before Anyway, shows how little I know around here. I'm just the camera girl. So yeah, that ramp there is new. We never had that before. And that, but like up to it is like maybe 6 feet tall. Like, I can't see in the pit for if I stood beside the ramp, and the excavator's taking up pretty much the entire ramp, so I couldn't go up on that. So I'm gonna go up on this ramp to show you inside. So this is inside the pit. So they were spreading manure up until like that line there, and then this is where the sand kind of all got too mucky for them to keep going with the liquid manure. Eddie seemed to think this would only take 2 hours, but I think it looks like it would take longer. I don't know. That area that he's digging out there is the area that Eddie dumps all of the manure from the heifer barn, not the pack manure, but the manure from the freestalls in that area, so it's a little more solid than like what gets pumped through from the dairy barn. So that's the section he's doing there, and you can hear all this sloshing. It actually sounds absolutely gross, but it smells even worse. They have 3 spreaders running. I forget if I mentioned that. 3 spreaders. And yeah, Eddie seemed to think this would only take 2 hours, but if you ask me, it looks like a much longer job than that. We'll see. So I just talked to Eddie because we were switching. Kids wanted to ride in the tractor. And he said that they're not cleaning out the whole pit till the end of September. So that's why he said they'll be done in a couple hours, because they're just doing that one spot with the manure that Eddie puts in from the heifer barn. So that's the scoop on that.
We are now loading up for our 3rd annual family camping weekend on Eddie's side of the family. We are heading all the way to Eddie's brother Dave's place, 10 minutes down the road. But hey, as I've said before, if you can't take the farmer camping, then take camping to the farmer. As dairy farmers, it can be hard to get away from the farm and the demands of chores, so the whole family, even Eddie's sister and her family in Tennessee, are heading over to Dave's place to pitch tents and enjoy a weekend together. Eddie and I will have to go back and forth a bit for chores and might take turns sleeping in the tent with the kids, but that's okay. We're happy to have the opportunity to do it. This weekend is also the weekend of the local fair, so we plan to stop by there to check things out. Apparently, a lot of local fairs are steering away from rides and leaning more towards inflatable things like bouncy castles and blow-up mazes because of ease of setup and some other reasons. We haven't been to this fair in I think about 6 years, so it'll be neat to check it out. Also, Eddie is surprising the kids with an ice cream machine. He found someone who rents out soft-serve ice cream machines, and well, he's going for it. So we'll see how that turns out, but I'm sure it'll be a highlight.
I know.
Wow.
So that needs to go in the fridge.
Okay.
And I need to get the lid. Where's that hole? Here.
What's that for?
I don't know. He said it works best if you shut it off overnight
So,
and if it's almost empty for the next day. So he said maybe don't fill it.
Are we using it for tomorrow too?
yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dad.
You bet.
Yeah. So we should turn it off. We're at the stage.
Well, I want to make sure it works.
Is it instant? Did you get cones?
No.
Did you get bowls?
No.
You just put it, get it on your
Go Eli! Oh man, gotta hit it harder than that.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Woo! You smoked her. Awesome job. High five. High five.
Over there? We'll do that on our way out. Oh, there's Benny out.
How's the ice cream?
Good. I already ate mine. She's taking a fame.
Yay! We're gonna be famous!
Yeah, can we make a YouTube video with you?
Are you enjoying your ice cream? So this is our third annual family camping weekend on Eddie's side of the family, and the weather's not great so far. The first day was good. It was cool but windy, and today it's rainy. Kylie and I went home last night so that we could be home to do chores this morning, and Eddie stayed in the tent here with the older two kids, and he said that went well. He said that went well, so that's good. And now we switched. He went back to the barn to finish up the feeding and the cleaning out the heifers, and I'm back here camping. We usually, well, Eddie's brother Dave usually cooks breakfast on the fire, but seeing as it's raining, they're doing it in the house, and we're gonna go eat on the back deck, so that'll be good. It was cute this morning in the barn. I was pushing in heifer feed, and Kylie said there was some heifers were out of feed, and then there was a big pile of feed in front that they just couldn't reach. And I was like, oh, I could shovel that over for them, but But the skid steer was sitting right there. You guys know that I don't really know how to drive the skid steer, but I did learn one night. Eddie went away and the same kind of thing happened. He forgot to push the feet into the heifers and there was a big pile of it there. And so I called him. He had just gone out and I called him and he's like, "You want to learn how to drive the skid steer?" So I have done it once before. Oh man, I said to Kylie, our 4-year-old, "I don't know how to get all that feed in. Maybe we should use the skid steer." And she said, "But you don't know how to drive the skid steer." And I was like, "But you do." She's like, "Right, I could teach you." And then proceeded to pull me along to the skid steer and tell me all about how to drive it. It was very cute. Anyway, I'm gonna go check on how things are going for breakfast and bring over some fruit, and yeah, we'll catch up with you guys later. Well, the camping weather is not great. It's picking up again. Well, what do we have going on in here?
Boredom.
Boredom.
Waiting for the rain to stop.
Or do you think if your car is out, that's enough room? Maybe it would be better.
Kids out there embracing it.
I don't know how they're out there not freezing.
They were just on the bouncy castle.
Small cone. Want a cone? I want a
Give it a go.
He's leaving. Do we know how to run it?
Eddie's leaving?
Well, he's coming with his ice cream.
Oh, yeah, I think everybody knows how to run it. Eddie just fired up the ice cream machine. And now the kids are all lined up to get some ice cream. Do you want ice cream?
Yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
No.
It's like just after breakfast. How's the ice cream?
Awesome.
How's the ice cream? Is it good?
Yeah.
That looks like a pretty full cup there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did you just drop your skilly? Annika? Eli, let Annika out. Seconds on the syrup.
Mom, I want some chocolate sauce.
So the camping weather is not great, as you can tell. Everybody's a little on edge. The kids and I just went back to the tent to get for the kids to get some pants on, and then it started pouring in there. The tent's leaking, everything's wet. The pillows are drenched, so I don't know if we'll be staying the night here tonight. Just came back to the house to get some more spoons for the ice cream machine, which has been turned on, and Eddie's getting it ready to go, so because at least we can have ice cream. Yeah, still raining. Everybody's in the garage. At least we have the garage to hang out in houses. I mean, that wasn't the intent, but we could be at a campsite with no shelter from the rain, so at least there's that. We're hanging in. Some kids are embracing it. Some people are on edge. It is what it is. I am very happy to report that the sun has come out. It is about 3 o'clock. It's super windy, but it is sunny, and that's all we can ask for. It's drying things out, which is great. Eddie took all the bedding and pillows out of our tent, and we hung them up all over the trampoline and soccer nets or hockey nets, and we got some pickleball going. The guys are playing some football. We have a niece at a baseball tournament in well, the town where we live. So I think some people are going to watch her game now, and things are looking up here at family camping. I'll take you guys through Dave's barn shortly. If you haven't seen this video that we did there before, then I'll give you a quick little tour there, maybe later, and yeah, show you what's going on.
Our older two kids went to their cousin's baseball game with some other family members, so Eddie and I brought Kylie and came home for evening chores. She fell asleep on the way, and I have a feeling she may sleep through the entire time because, well, she's exhausted. We thought we would come tackle chores together so that we could get back to camping faster. I put the remaining blankets that weren't dry in the dryer at Dave's place, so we're all planning to spend the night in the tent tonight.
This cow, she just had twins, and she hasn't cleaned, so she hasn't let go of her placenta yet. Oddly enough, one of the twins was super huge and the other twin was very small and not alive. So we've heard that that can happen. That's the first time we've had it here, but I'll show you the massive heifer calf that we have out in the yard. Both calves were heifers. When you have twins, you want 2 girls or 2 boys. A girl and a boy is not a great combo for breeding reasons. Anyway, we're hoping she'll clean her placenta. Eddie might give her some medication for that tonight. We'll see. I just looked behind me. I don't know why I still have my sunglasses on. I just looked behind me and we have a new calf. So that'll add a bit more work, but that's okay. She looks healthy from here. Check that out. I'll let Eddie know. Okay, I'm going to check out this new calf now. We have been having a lot of heifers lately, so I'm curious to know if it's a bull or a heifer. And then I will put Mom in the computer, get her milk to get colostrum for the calf, and if the colostrum is not good enough, well, I think we have some frozen colostrum now that I'll get heating up right away. Like it's number 10. It's Mama. First time Mom. Okay? Let's see. Hey. It's a heifer. Another girl. you take them away? Piper, hey, Piper! Piper just wants to play. Before I do anything else, I'm just gonna check if Kylie is still sleeping. Yep, she's still sleeping. So now I'm gonna go enter number 10 into the computer so that the robot will be able to milk her. I do know why I'm wearing my sunglasses. I have prescription glasses, and these are prescription sunglasses. And if I open the car door to get my glasses, then I'm afraid I'm gonna wake Kylie up. So I'm just doing this. Just gonna wear these instead. Also, it's really bright in the calf yard, and I usually wear a hat, but I forgot to put on a hat today, so yeah. So I'm just gonna put this, wow, Eddie changed the background on the computer, it looks lovely. So yeah, it's nice, looks like Venice or something. Anyway, I'm gonna put number 10 that she had her calf so that the robot will milk her. If we put her through now, the robot would just kick her back out, and the robot will automatically save her milk, her colostrum, for the first number of feedings so that we can use it for the calf. Yeah, she's cute. What? No, I can't really edit that out. Didn't notice. It's kind of gross. Eddie's gonna bring the mom over to the robot.
Uncomfortably large.
Okay.
That's what I like. 1263 doesn't look like she needs to milk so much.
She's just been hanging out in there.
I mean, if she goes in, it'll be fine. She'll just walk right by her.
Oh, okay. It probably adds to the stress that there's another cow there.
Nice to push her in.
Okay. Now we're, oh, I thought her head was gonna get stuck. Okay, so now we run down to the, are you gonna switch the button?
Flip it to manual quick.
Manual mode. You change the size to small. So Eddie's just stripping out milk from her teats to make sure there's no bad milk in there.
And to start the letdown process. Then he takes this udder ointment and rubs it on them. Just to help them be more comfortable. Wow, she's very calm. It always goes like that, right? Yeah.
So it's washing her teats now, the robot. It's like kind of jiggling there, you can see it. It's washing her teats.
You're assuming perfect.
Does that mean she already let them down?
Double check that it's going to the MS1.
Okay. So she's letting all her milk down. It's just, those are orange because it's going to be collected, right?
Yeah.
She's getting a little bit kicky now. She was.
And I leave it in manual when it's a heifer.
Okay.
Milking them fresh, because if she kicks it off,
then you can put it
then
back
I can just
on.
nicely put it back on. If it's in automatic mode, it'll
Get funny?
well, I don't want to try again or it'll give up. But since she's a heifer and she might kick, then just leave it on manual.
Okay.
And then when she's done, I flip it off. That way the next cow will go on automatically.
She didn't give very much at all. So now I have to pack a colostrum for the calf. And the cows, she doesn't know where to go. How these saloon gates work. Come on. So I got this from the freezer. Gonna thaw it in the sink while I feed the rest of the calves. She didn't want to drink.
It's drinking a bit, but giving up fairly quickly. So I might